Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Virgo, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how we're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general reads. Not everything's going to resonate with everyone. That's just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have okay, so you've got the Temperance card, right? So Sagittarius energy comes up for you, but it is the Temperance card, right? So this week, my dear Virgos, you have to check your alignment. Where is it that you are at this moment in time? What are you drawing to yourself, consciously or subconsciously? This is also a week where you really do need to think about the battles that you enlist yourself into, or that you allow yourself to be enlisted in, right? So what I mean by this is, if there's a whole bunch of drama going on in front of you, whether this is to do with family, whether it's to do with friends, whether it's to do in your environment, ask yourself, how am I being drawn into this and how much of it do I want to be involved in, right? This is a question you really do need to ask yourself. The other thing with the Temperance card as well, this is the process of spiritual alchemy or distillation, right? So this actually suggests that this week you could stumble on, or you could extract some form of spiritual wisdom or knowledge that really helps fortify something about the way that you feel. Maybe this could help you in, in some way, shape or form. Like this is some piece of knowledge or wisdom that really sits within you in the space, in the space in between, let's say. And it's almost like this is going to be the thing that carries you through this week. Like it's going to help you really kind of say, okay, you know what? Things are the way they are at the moment, but with this knowledge, I am forearmed. For your, if you are a continued subby, Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share. If you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. For your actions and options this week, you have... don't worry, I know these aren't the best shuffles, but I always pre-shuffle my decks before the video. So you have the Six of Pentacles in your actions and options. So this week, literally, you could be very focused on some sort of charitable effort, maybe some kind of pro bono work. This could be a great week for anything of a philanthropic kind of nature. If there's some cause that is dear to your heart that you've always wanted to put your time, your effort, your energy into, maybe even your resources, this is a really good week to do that research, to look into things that feel like you are going to be able to do something on the ground that makes a difference. A lot of you could be very focused on something like this right now as well. And I like this for you, especially with that Temperance card, because it's like you have this deep understanding this week of what you can give to the world, and like whether it's this or whether it's monumental, it doesn't matter. Any good that we put out into the world is a part of what we're here for, right? For your communications and conversations, you have the Queen of Wands. So a Sagittarius woman may feature for you this week, right? This could be somebody that really helps you, maybe somebody that helps clarify an idea, maybe somebody that actually requires your help and your input with something. The reason I say a Sagittarius woman, Queen of Wands, usually a fire sign woman, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then you've got the Temperance card, Sagittarius ruled, all right? If you keep your eyes peeled, in March I will be teaching my last tarot course actually for a while, because I've got some other bigger things in development at the moment. So stay tuned, all right? Keep your eyes peeled, because the next one will be going up in March. And you'll be learning this and all of the other weird and wonderful tricks that I've got for you as well. Now, shameless promotion, Raf. This, like I said, this could be somebody that needs your help, somebody that you are choosing to assist. The other thing with the Queen of Wands in your communications, especially because you've got that Temperance card, this week you may have to really draw a boundary, right? You might have to really This week, maybe a conversation that you have kind of says, look, you know what, I'm putting my foot down here. I'm either not getting involved in this, or maybe I am getting involved in it, and this is, you know, what I have to say. You're being very clear cut about your communication this week and what you are and what you are not into. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, this week you could have to draw a line with a co-worker, a friend, a colleague, possibly a boss, maybe with some sort of new company policy, etc., that's coming in that you don't agree with. For those of you that are business owners or people that work for themselves, this is nice because it suggests that you're, like, in a way, it kind of suggests that you're running a bit of a tight ship. But I think with that Queen of Wands, you have the energy, the passion and the power that you need in order to get everybody on side. It's like, this is what we're doing. This is where things are going. It may be that you have to tighten something up here. The reason I say this is because in my mind, as I was talking there, I had the image of a loose screw and a screwdriver, like, to tighten it up. So there might be something this week about your work, your business, your team, that you're having to just tighten up or adjust. It's not a big deal unless you make it a big deal. For those of you that are retired or no longer working, this is very likely to be in your familial ties and sector, right? It may very well be that yours is the voice of reason. And I gotta say, like, you gotta decide how much drama do you want? How much drama do you need, darling? Okay, this is this is the week where you gotta decide, because if you're gonna go into this, you might end up being in it a little bit longer than you want to. For your love and relations, you've got the Page of Pentacles. That's nice, right? So for you and a partner, for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, you're working on or towards something together, right? And there does appear to be either a very charitable or a very philanthropic energy behind this. The Page of Pentacles does suggest that you and your partner are having very deep, very intimate, very personal, private conversations this week. And that's not a bad thing. You know, sometimes we have to get into the depths. Sometimes we have to talk about the gritty stuff. And I feel like this is you and a partner being really, really honest with each other this week about your needs, your wants, your desires, the longer term plans, goals, etc. It's nice, right? For those of you that are single, through charitable works and or efforts, through things that you're doing for other people, through things that you're doing with causes, this is likely to be where you are finding someone, where somebody who really gets you or really resonates with you, or maybe even somebody that challenges you but in the right way, is showing up for you this week. Finally, for your money and materials, this is a bit of an interesting development and a mitigating circumstance. A Leo woman may also feature for you this week. So the Sagittarius woman is likely to be somebody that needs your help and assistance. The Leo woman is likely to be somebody that has the key to unlocking some sort of financial goal, or some sort of financial goal that you're wanting to put out into the world, or something that you're trying to get off the ground. This could be a really good week to have a dialogue. So whoever your fire sign people are, specifically your Saggies and your Leos, talk to them this week, because the chances are they've got ideas that you need. You have information that could really help them. This is kind of like one of those weeks where there are a lot of symbiotic relationships, which is great. That Strength card as well. This week you're going to have to decide on something, and it might be bold, it might be a bit of a risk, it might be a calculated gamble, it might be something that you have to dig deep in order to kind of get it to move along, right? But there are rewards here, providing you're willing to do that work, to have some of these conversations. There are rewards here. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Strength card is your physical health overall, right? And the reason I say that is because it's your body. The Strength card very often speaks to the body, and the fact that you've got the Temperance card here as well, that's physical healing, right? This is a week for you to really look after your physical body. This is maybe a week to check in with a specialist. Usually with the Temperance card, it will be like a medical professional, so doctor, nurse, etc. But because you've got these other cards in here, and you've got those two cards, the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, I wouldn't be closed to the idea of speaking to a homeopathist, an osteopath, a chiropractor, a kinesiologist, people that see the body in a more holistic kind of way. may be able to help you or get some results or some answers that you hadn't had previously. When it comes to your home and environment, the Strength card suggests that home is going to be loud this week, all right? I'm just going to tell you straight up, home is going to be loud, all right? So doesn't mean that they're going to be arguments or fights, although heavy debates is probably closer to it. It's just going to be loud, right? There's a lot of buzz, there's a lot of hubbub. So just keep that in mind. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.